How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to build one of these. So first thing you're going to need to do is remove these chains because you're not going to need those. The second thing you're going to need to do is try to secure this coir husk onto the frame. So I'm just going to be using normal wire. So I'd probably start with the corners and simply go through like this. And try and wire it around the top section. So then you're going to do the opposite side. So you want to secure it to these bars, but also the top bar so it doesn't slide down. So I'd probably just do it like that. So one thing I've found is if you have too many of these attached to the top, it's going to hold the coir husk too high and you're going to get too big a gap in here. So if you just secure one or two of these to the top and then have these ones where they can slide, then when you attach the bottom one, it's going to be able to go all the way and fill to the edge. So firstly, I'm going to start with this strip. So this strip has 4 separate shields on it and it's quite bendable, as you can see. So I'm going to start with this one and then I'm going to place the other ones around it to create the ball. So these seem to be wanting to be orientated, so I'm going to run it along like that. So when you're cutting your wires to attach these, you're going to want quite long wires because you're going to have to go through like this and then attach it the other side. So I would say like 40 or 50 centimeters, like that. And then I usually flatten it a bit at the top like this. And then you can just push it through the shields. You basically just don't want to damage the growth tips around here, but if you're going around the edges of the shields, then that's all right. So you want to push it through the basket. And you just want to start with one basket at a time, because then you're going to be able to come through from the center like this and secure it. So then you want to cut off the excess, but it's better to have too long and then cut it off than have it too short and then have to redo it again. So then you want to just tighten it like that, push it down, and then you've basically got it mounted in the middle, and I'm going to also wire it through on the edges to keep that down. And now we're going to do this side as well, and then it will be fully attached. So once you've mounted them, you should have 2 half spheres like this, and you want to try and orientate as many as you can towards the same side. So the bottom ones, you just kind of angle them, they'll end up growing out like this, as you can see. And then the top ones, it doesn't really matter too much because they'll all end up orientating themselves the correct way when they put out their new shields. The reason you want to do it like this rather than putting the ball together first is obviously when you're pushing the wires through, which you can see here is where I've attached them. When you're pushing the wires through, you need to be able to attach them from the other side. So you want to do one side at a time and attach them all like this. And then the next step is going to be wiring the sphere together. And then the last step will be adding the chain to the top to hang it. Okay, the easiest way I've found to attach the two together is to use zip ties. And I would start at the top in the center, and that's a good starting spot because then you know that the orientation of all the plants is correct. So basically you just do it like that and go along. Get another zip tie. It's quite easy. And just do it like this and then chop these edges off. Okay, the last step is to attach your chain. So you can use whatever chain you like. I'm just going to reuse the ones that came with these baskets. So basically you can just pull, because it comes with 3 chains, pull 2 of them off until you just have the one. And then I'm gonna have to find one of these and I'll take it off that chain, put it on this chain, like that, and then you can hook it on like that, and then you're going to be able to hang it by that. Now this isn't too heavy, so this chain will definitely be able to hold it because it's built for holding these hanging baskets, including the plant and all the soil. And there you go, that's your end product, guys. As you can see, it's got a good covering of all the edges, and eventually it's going to grow in and around and create a clump with no gaps.